Yo, 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 yo. Once again, we are tuned into another segment. Actually, a double head of Gold Mine Mondays. Shout out to Shay Bahan, who was our previous guest. And the second guest I have sitting here with me is not really a guest. It's my dog. It's my player partner, man. One of the coolest dudes I know, man. Real, always the same every time you see him. I really don't feel like he's a guest. It's more like family right here, man. But none other than Goodie Supreme.
Yes, sir.
Definitely glad to have you on the show, my guy. Yeah, man. Everybody knows you, man. But for those who may not, our audience is expanding. Tell the people who Goodie Supreme is.
Yo, I am nobody. I'm good for nothing right now, man.
Always promoting. Check him out.
I'm good for nothing, man.
Y'all keep going. I'm just positioned.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm good for nothing, man. I rock with a lot of people. I rock with CMD Styles. Wait. Let me go back. I go back to this.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. The first cat that used to come get me and take me to the studio, that man used to come to my crib from the east side when I moved to Bloomfield. I ain't know nobody in Bloomfield, so he used to come all the way from the east side to take me to New Clean Road, man. John Amos.
Legendary. Shout out.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
For real, dog. The dude used to come get me and take me to the studio.
Right on.
Every single Saturday. That man used to come pick me up and take me to the studio.
Cool. Cool, man.
He was a fun fact. Cool dude, man.
Fun fact. R.I.P. to the legendary John Amos, man.
His brother know it though. Like TJ, what up, my dude?
Right on. What's happening? So technically, we can credit John Amos for the rise of who we know now as Goodie Supreme.
Yeah. Definitely.
Man, I always want to ask you, man, where the name come from, man? And this ain't no interview because we just this casual conversation, brother. But
hey, look, I used to hate the name Goodie. I always hated the name Goodie in Kings Park. I hated it. So all my homeboys they used to call me by my real name, Rashad, because I hated the name Goodie. But one day, me and Decatur, we was rapping one day, and we was just freestyling. And one day I said Goodie Supreme. He was like, bruh, you should keep that.
So just that simple. No science
nothing
behind the name. It just
nothing.
Just a freestyling, and that
I
was
hated
the name.
the nickname, and I said something.
So for instance, Billie Slum is not my nickname. Billie Slum is an artist name. My nickname is Greedy, and it comes from my grandmama, R.I.P. Granny Liz. Grandma used to call me Greedy Gut because I was always eating something. Always. She'll come here, Greedy Gut. What you doing, Greedy Gut? You in that refrigerator, Greedy Gut? So everybody always called me Greedy. Billie Slum just came about later. So I just wondering what a nickname Goodie come, where it stem from.
Where Goodie came from, and I've got several explanations on where Goodie came from. Like my mom used to tell me I was good at being bad. But my real dad told, my dad, when we actually got to know each other and talk, he said, this is his explanation though. I can't confirm it, but this is his explanation. He said that I was on the bus, the city bus or whatever, and they said something about business. Him and some lady was talking. They was like, he gonna be good at business. That's what my daddy told me. But I can't give you a whole explanation of it. It's always been there.
Right on.
And
Simple enough. Why? It's like it fits you, man. I can't. I probably won't even. I know your real name, but I probably won't ever call you by that name.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And so nobody does.
Right, man. It just I call him Reverend Goodrich, and that's for another reason. But because, as I always say, it's a running joke on my show that I call everybody I hang with reverends and deacons, and so Reverend Goodrich is a name that I gave Goodie Supreme because whether he realizes it or not, he has a core following, and those people are his congregation. So to all y'all out there who follows Reverend Goodrich, you're part of his congregation. I urge you to keep supporting this brother, man.
I appreciate it.
Keep supporting him, man. He's doing some big things, man. Tell us about the current project.
Right now, man, I got the Good for Nothing, and it was something that I felt like I was lacking in putting out music. I always recorded stuff, and people always thought my work ethic wasn't there. Trust me, y'all, I record a lot of music. I really do.
Yeah, he does.
I stay recording stuff, man. Maybe I know y'all got 5-6 songs here and there, but I record a lot of stuff, and it's just I'm real particular on.
Are you your biggest critic?
Yeah, so I got to get out of that because a lot of people like what I do. So it's like I need other people around be like, man, okay, this is because if it's left up to me, y'all gonna get 4-5 songs every time.
Wow. So
just because it's up to me, because I know what I want to put out.
So your circle, I know you got K the Man in your ear constantly, right?
I do.
So he got to be telling you, hey man, we need a full-fledged album.
He does.
So when can we expect that?
Oh man,
I tell you what, Paul, think on that question. We're gonna come back to it. I know you said John Amos was the first one to technically get you into the studio, but before that, you had to have some type of interest and passion for the music. So what does that stem from?
That stems from my father, man. He plays the guitar, the bass guitar, and I can go back. I can't tell you how old I was, but I do remember this memory. One day I was in the room by myself and I was spinning on my knee because I had no watch breaking or whatever I had. I don't know if it's breaking the beat street. I don't know what I had.
You want to be Turbo?
I was just, yeah. I was spinning on my knee. He came in the room one day. He was like, man, I ain't know you can do that. I was like, do what? I ain't know what I was doing. I was just imitating something.
Yeah.
He's like, man, I ain't know you can do that. And that right there, from the music that he was playing, from what I was doing, it was kind of inspiring to me. You know, he used to play Cameo, Prince.
Now we talking. Now you're talking my language. Now you're talking my language.
He's a real artist. Like I truly, like me and my dad, like my biological father. I don't know how we don't know each other super well, but we know each other well enough to know that I know he loved music as much as I do. We know each other that much.
So his purpose was to introduce you into this art form that we love so much. Yeah. So regardless of the relationship, past or present, man, I just feel like everything happens for a reason. And you know, hey man, it's a part of life.
We know each other though, man.
Right
I know we love music. Like I try not to hold grudges on anything, and I try to get to know him because I want to know other stuff about other situations. I want to know how you got to know my mom and all this stuff. You know?
Yeah.
It's just stuff. It's
on the right,
like that,
man. Those are typical questions that should be addressed. Yeah. Man. So Pops was your introduction to music.
He was.
So the art of MCing, how did that come into play?
Just actually through him though, because I can tell you right now, I can vividly remember watching LL Cool J on Bad on TV. I can't tell you where I were when I seen it. I can't tell you none of that, but I can tell you, I can vividly right now see LL Cool J on Bad on TV.
Man, I thought that was like the most epic video ever.
I did too.
When I was little, man. Shout out to GOAT LL, man.
Man, people sleep on that guy, man.
He's still the GOAT.
That dude was a beast, man, and still is. That
still
dude
is, if he wanted to be.
Yeah.
Of course, that money getting good to him, so he venturing off into other stuff, but he's still the GOAT.
No, that dude dropped FUBU. They gave this man a commercial deal, and he dropped FUBU in the middle of the commercial for us, by us, on the low.
Yeah.
Y'all go research that, man.
Yeah.
That dude,
I know what commercial. I know exactly what commercial you're talking about, man.
That dude with no slouch, man. It's just stuff like that, man. And people, I don't know, man. I love music.
So we'll credit your pops for introducing you to the art of MCing.
Yeah, I do. I really do.
Okay, that's dope. So what from now? Where do we go?
From there, it was.
Is it down straight to John Amos?
It wasn't because I didn't recognize it then. I was still just in, I love rap music. It was this guy, and I'm going to give credit to everybody what they do. Even the cats in my neighborhood. It was this guy, I don't know if y'all know this dude named Noot. He stayed behind me. Right now, he go by Noot 5. Shout out to Newton Five. He's in Jacksonville, Florida right now. Still doing music.
Shout out. Right on.
But Newton Five, my guy JJ, I stayed in Kings Park.
Shout out the whole Kings Park.
Chris the Sage, them cats, they had a group, man, and they was doing their thing. I used to pay attention to all that. I paid attention to all them cats because they were nice to me. But I would tell y'all this, the greatest battle I ever seen in my life, if that wasn't recorded, it was Newton 5 versus Big Stress. Y'all know who Big Stress is?
I know who Big Stress is. Shout out OG.
Big Stress was so cold back then, man. He's still cold. He's still cold. Don't let me discredit that guy.
Yeah,
dog, Big Stress is cold, dog. That was man, this dude came out to Kings Park. He ain't know nobody. Well, I don't know if he knew nobody. I was a youngster, so I don't know if he ain't know nobody. But that battle, dog, Big Stress was like one of my core motivators to be like, okay,
that's what you want to do.
I want to. Him and Newton, dude.
Not to cut y'all, but I can tell that your influence comes from the battle rap culture, man. Because when I think of Goodie, I'm thinking biting heads off. You know, you just like that raw emotion, the metaphors. When people say, you know, cats from the South can't rhyme, you know, my first response would be in my mind would be cats like Goodie Supreme or 6'4" or Say So Sick. You know what I mean? Like, because y'all have that capability to really bite somebody's head off lyrically if it came down to it, man. Pretty Ricky as well. It's countless others. Freddie Snub knows.
Oh yeah, that,
you know.
Man,
so it's a lot of people in our area. When people say, man, you know, them South guys, all they do is mumble rap.
Hey man, don't count yourself out.
No, I'm not a battle rapper, dog.
Hey, you ain't gotta be.
I'm not a battle rapper, man.
You're dope, bro.
I appreciate it, but I'm definitely
dope.
not a battle rapper, man. I leave that. I know what my lane is, and I kind of stick to that. But I appreciate the honorable mention, man. For real though, man. So the Good for Nothing is out now. Can We Go is like one of the dopest records I done heard in a long time, and it kind of. I'm gonna be honest. It kind of caught me off guard that it was coming from you because I'm used to you know, going in for the kill and slicing throats on a lyrical tip, and you kind of took a different approach. Yeah. What was the reason for that?
Because that's all people think I do. Like if y'all really knew me, and it's not on y'all, because that's what I put out.
Yeah.
It's other things that I really like to do with music. I like to experiment. It's not just metaphors. I know I can do metaphors. Mm-hmm. You know, not being conceited on nothing like that.
No, man, you got to be confident in your ability.
Yeah.
That's not being arrogant.
Metaphors come and they, you know, but it's other stuff that I want to do, and I don't want to be locked in a box. And when I ask producers for tracks, they always be like, man, what you want? Do you want? Just give me something. Because I don't like to be locked in a box. You like
the challenge.
Yeah, I like to be.
Well, you definitely caught me off guard. You know. Shout out to Miss caught a brain fart. Miss in your video.
Oh, Aaron.
Miss Aaron. I'm sorry, Aaron.
L. Parker, baby.
L. Parker. No disrespect, Miss L. Parker. I totally had a brain fart moment. No disrespect. Shout out to you.
And believe it or not, man, this girl has been in 2 previous videos. Like, that is my dog, man. I rock with Aaron.
Man, the way y'all did that video, man, it's super dope, man. It's and I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I seen, you know, a couple spin-offs of what you did, man. You know, no disrespect to those artists, but from our area, Goodie was one of the first to do that, man. And I definitely dug your vision as far as putting that together, man. Tell us the concept behind the video.
The concept was just I wanted her to be her in the video, and I wanted the people to see a real date situation.
Look up L. Parker, by the way. She's a lovely young model, aspiring actress, the whole nine, full of personality. And she got her own vibe. She's in her own lane. Definitely check her out. So shout out L. Parker.
And when she came through, man, that girl did her thing, man. We really shot most of that in like one take. There wasn't no reshoots.
She's just natural. Man.
Yeah, man, that girl is dope, man.
Yeah, her energy just like off the radar.
And it was regular. If y'all watch that video, man, we was really having fun that whole day.
Right.
Like, watch the restaurant scene. Like, that was just natural stuff. I was just sitting there. We was really eating.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't pretend or nothing. We was really eating, and ordering food and ordering drinks.
So
We
that was the aim. You just want to do something that was just natural.
Just natural, man.
Yeah, man. Okay, I can dig it, man. So I see you got a follow-up coming.
Yeah.
In the word, shout out Miss Megan.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite songs out the one of my favorite songs by you, by the way.
Oh man, I appreciate that.
Man.
Yeah, you know, Decatur. We got to start telling Decatur stop throwing away beats, man. Decatur would throw away a track in a minute.
That was a throwaway beat.
He was gonna throw it away.
Wow. Decatur
would throw away a beat in a minute, but he's a real perfectionist though, so I understand it.
I can relate. It's a lot of music that I got that people will never hear because I'm so critical on myself when it comes to music, which I got to stop doing that. So I slowly start like letting some of this stuff out. I got stuff from like 05, bro, that nobody ain't never heard, man.
Like to this day, like even when I did the song, he really wanted to go back and replay it. You know, he's a real perfectionist, man. I wouldn't let him. So I recorded it over.
So I
recorded it and didn't let him know.
So I.E. caters like Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
With Detox.
Yeah.
So Cater, man, you got to get off of that, man. You got to let it go and let the universe do what it do with his art.
That's my guy, though, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Shout out Decatur, man. Awesome producer, awesome guy in general, man. But okay, so I'm gonna get to I already explained what your style is to me, just like raw, uncut emotion, and you remind me of a battle rapper type. Like your approach, like everything is so precise and energetic. You know what I'm saying? And then you come in. It's like you come in for the kill every time you jump on the mic, man. Who was that MC that said, you know what, this is kind of, other than you said you were influenced by the Big Stresses and Note 5 and all those guys. Who are some MCs that we may know of that influenced Goodie heavily?
That influenced me. I was a real Tupac and Andre 3000. It was Tupac and Andre 3000.
Tupac.
I used to like Tupac vocals, like the way that his vocals. It wasn't even his rap style at that time that I knew what he was doing. It was the way he came across on the mic
and the passion.
Yeah, it was just the way he brought it.
Passionate guy, man.
And then it was 3000's constantly changing his delivery. Like he would never stick to the same strip on no beat. He would always, okay. I think he used his voice as another instrument in the track. And that's how I hear it.
I agree.
And so I got that from him. So if I hear the beat one way, instead of rapping to the beat, I would rap to the beat, but using my voice as that instrumental. Another track on the beat. And that's how I hear 3000 every time. Listen to Players Anthem. That's why the drums was out. Like listen to Players Anthem. I typed this text to this girl I used to be, and just listen to it. Like it was another instrument over the original beat. It's just, I don't know. That's the way I hear 3000 on every track. I hear him like that.
So we got Pop, we got 3 Stacks. Who else?
Scarface. Scarface is that back dude to me.
Man,
he has not put out a terrible album to me ever.
I would never expect that from you. Okay,
Scarface. Scarface and Devin the Dude. Scarface and Devin the Dude has back to back good albums, man, and people don't.
Devin the Dude is an influence of Billie Slum.
And I got on this guy late. I can confess to this. I got on this dude late. The first album I got from Nas, man, was I Am. And
now you talking my language, man.
I got on him because I was a real big Tupac fan.
Right.
And so I wasn't listening to nobody else. I'm young. I'm 15, 16, so I'm very influential to the people I'm listening to.
Right.
So I'm just, these are the guys I'm rocking with. And when I heard I Am, Nas is like, really heard it and listened to it. It's like, man, this dude is dope. And I went back and got the rest of the stuff, but the I
beyond his time, man,
got me on it.
Now, only thing that kind of, people people try to discredit Nas for like his beat selection.
Yeah, they do.
I can see some of that, you know. But I'm definitely a diehard Nas fan, man.
Like to me,
but I can see what people say that because even if the beat loses me, I'm always captivated by what he's saying.
But not to me. I like the beats that he chooses because the rhymes that he spit.
I mean, that's kind of the same thing. I say even if the beat actually loses me, I'm always interested to see what he's saying and how he composes his scheme. So he's a direct influence of Billie Slum.
Let me ask you this: what's your favorite Nas album? Because I know mine.
What's my favorite Nas album?
Because I know mine is not everybody's favorite Nas album. And when I tell you mine, you're gonna. A lot of people always question this. Because my favorite Nas album is not a popular album. What's your favorite Nas album?
That's hard to say for me, man. I'm diehard. I can tell you my least favorite Nas album.
All right, what's that?
Which that would be Street's Disciple.
And see that's the ironic thing right there. You know what my favorite Nas album is?
What's that?
Street's Disciple.
Really?
I love that album.
It's a toss up between Street's Disciple and God's Son.
I love Street's Disciple, man. I can't. He got this song where he be talking about this person dying.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes on for like, I think 2 songs or so. I haven't, you know, I don't know, man. I love that.
I'm talking to a Nas scholar, man.
Man,
I'm not saying the album is whack, but if I had to weigh them all and say which was my least favorite, it would probably be
the one he got with Maxwell. No Other Girl in His Room.
Yeah.
I love that album, man.
Nah, man, dude is a wordsmith, man. His storytelling ability is what always struck me in the way he put it. You know, from the Rewind song where he's telling the story backwards.
Yeah.
Where he's talking about he's a gun. It was written, you know. I can talk on and on about Nas. He's a direct influence of Billie Slum style. I can never deny that. I don't know. I never try to emulate dude or be dude. I've said it multiple times, but he's a direct influence and one of the main reasons I do what I do today.
And I will say 3 Stacks is that guy for me. Like all around, I say 3 Stacks.
Yeah.
And
I'm a 3 Stacks fan.
I don't try to rap like him or nothing, but
yeah. But
I
just influence that makes keeps you like, man, this. Every time I hear this dude, I want to go back in and record something. I want to write something because when I hear this dude, I'm that inspired, man. And a lot of people don't see it because he's kind of above some people's head intellectually, you know, and sometimes people don't really grasp what he's doing. I don't know how we get on this tangent, but, you know.
He's dope.
Back to your influences, man, because I'll be talking all day. Talking about my favorite rapper, man. I mean, it's conversation, man. It's a Goodie show, man. Once again, we at the legendary Reboot downtown Cherry Street. Be sure to stop through and holler at these people. You got games, you got good drinks. I think they serve a little food, if I'm not mistaken.
I think they do.
But anyway, stop by Reboot if you haven't ever. It's an arcade/bar. They were nice enough to let us film here, so we definitely want to give them their props for doing that, man. But back to the Goodie Supreme story, man. Do you recall the first ever song you recorded? Not the first actual song you recorded, but the first song that you recorded. You be like, you know what? This got to go out to the streets, like ASAP.
We was in Atlanta. It was me and Decatur.
Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace, Carl, man. This is his name, Carl. And we did this song called Stimulation. If you're high like this tonight, let me hear. It was catchy. We thought we was on. It was catchy. Because that was the first catchy song we did. It was on. But yeah, Stimulation was the one that made me think, okay.
This got to go to the streets ASAP.
What we doing.
Right.
Yeah.
So what project is that from?
It wasn't on anything.
It never released?
Never released it on anything.
Come on, man. Y'all still holding that in the vault?
It's in the vault, man.
Man, put it out there, man.
Like and then we did a remix to it called Mind Blowing.
Wow.
And we didn't release that at all.
Nah, man. The first, for me, the first song that I felt like, not the first song I recorded, but the first song I said, you know what, this got to hit the streets ASAP. Because keep in mind, when I was a teenager, I was rapping for my neighborhood. I didn't know. We didn't know, me. You know, I started with On the Land. Shout out Wolf. Shout out 6-4. We didn't know nothing beyond that. So the first song out of all the songs we recorded, I felt like this got to hit the street ASAP. We got to put this out now. Was Bloomfield. Produced by the legendary John Amos, man. And again,
Hey, man,
it was all it was so versatile, man. What is it? Whether it was songwriting or production. And when he crafted the beat, my big homie kind of told us what he wanted us to do with the beat. I need y'all to make a hood anthem. Okay, say no more. We went and grabbed So Say So Sick. And the rest is history, man. It became a cult classic. And I felt like instantly that song got to go. That one and I may be talking over some people's head if you don't know like local underground history. But we had a song like called Let Me See You Loke.
Oh, yeah.
Featuring the legendary DJ D-Rock. And that was a hood anthem as well. And those two songs were instantly like, the streets got to hear this, man. Audio not that great, but you know what we were saying, and we was actually living it, and we were speaking about instances and things that we were actually living. It wasn't no facade rap. You know, it was going through at the time, and people related to it. And it became like a cult classic, man. So for you, that song you said was Stimulation. You got to put it out to the people, man.
I know people. They probably ain't never heard that song.
Yeah.
But man, me and Decatur used to be everywhere performing that song.
I remember when y'all had the group, The Set.
Yeah.
Tell me how that came about. And y'all had a spray painted van, the whole nine, man.
Like we was Southern Set at first, and the name was too long. So like, shout out! I will say this. Shout out to CMD Styles, man.
Shout out to the OG, man.
CMD was like, man, look, I can work with this. We did the project before CMD got a hold to it, so we did it. I met CMD through Decatur. So he was like, man, I want you to meet this guy, this, that, and another. Shout out to C, man. Me and C, C rock with them cats, man. And he was like, man, y'all need to shorten the name. And we had this song with Doogie Fire called Big Dogs. He's like, man, I like Big Dogs, but let's snap it up. This is when the snap thing was going on. So Decatur went in and changed the track, snapped the track up. Man, when I tell y'all we was somewhere everywhere with that song, man, if we had social media, I don't know what would have. Back then, we ain't had social media like y'all got social media.
So probably MySpace or something like that?
That's when MySpace was just coming in.
Yeah.
Just coming in.
Yeah.
But man, when I tell y'all we was everywhere. We was everywhere, man. We was everywhere.
That's
but
dope,
people can't attest to that because they ain't see it. They ain't see what we was doing, man. Like we was
So why, as far as my recollection of Goodie, man, Goodie always been part of a group or a clique. So I remember The Set. I remember definitely Negro League. That was like one of my favorite albums. I still play it. So shout out to all the members of the Negro League. Man. Tell us how you transitioned from The Set to the Negro League, and then why it takes so long. Why did it take so long for you to branch out and say, you know what, let me put this Goodie flag in
it was on my own accord. So it was my fault. Like when I first started doing my own stuff, I would do a song here and there, but I was so loyal to what I was doing at a particular time. And I don't want to blame it on that. It's just I would stick to, okay, we working on this, we working on that.
Was it a comfort zone thing?
I went multitasking.
So it's a comfort level thing, type of thing?
Because I knew all I had to do, it's easier to write with a group. All I got to do is write a verse or a hook.
And you done.
Or a verse and a hook and I'm through.
Right. So
when I started writing my own stuff, they was like, man, you should put this out. Because I would do solo stuff, but just here and there. They're like, man, why you ain't doing this? Why you won't put this out? Why you won't do this? And I would reluctantly do it. Just because of what we was trying to work on. And you always try to finish what you're working on. And I'm one of them cats. If we gonna work on something, I want to work on this, and then we'll finish it. Yeah. But as I got older, I was like, man, okay, I can work on two things.
I always been that way, man.
I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't like that. I was like,
I don't even know why. That's the ironic thing. I don't even know why. I just always been passionate when it comes to music and driven, man. So I would do the on the land thing and be doing the Billy thing all at the same time, man. Except for this last project, I kind of locked in because I wanted to make them guys, hey man, let's lock in, let's finish this Electric Roses, and then I jump back into my thing. And but other than that, I always been kind of doing two things at once, man. I don't know why, man.
I'm gonna tell you the first person who I'm gonna go back to John Amos. The first person who told me, like, man, why you ain't doing nothing? He was the first person to tell me that.
Wow.
He was like, man, when you coming out with something? I was like, huh?
Wow.
Like, man, when are you coming out with something?
I don't think people give John Amos
I do
the credit he does. I mean, they acknowledge him as, you know, they call him the king of the beats. Again, rest in peace to the legendary John Amos. If you're not familiar with him, go on YouTube and you can get familiar with all the underground projects that he's touched simply by just going to his YouTube channel. So anybody that you ever considered hot that you know of from around the Middle Georgia area, more than likely John Amos had something to do with those, unless they're like brand new and they may be of the millennial generation or the 90s babies, because, you know, of course he passed away a few years ago. So you know, rest in peace to the legendary. But he touched so many people and influenced so many careers, man. I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge the impact that he's had on all of us, man. Really, man. Even to the people who never worked with him, because it had not have been for, you know, the CMDs and the Sunny Spoons who he worked directly with.
Yeah.
There would be no me. There would be no you. There would be no any of these guys in our area, man. So we always have to pay homage and give our proper respects, man, to the legendary, man.
Good dude, too, man.
Yeah, man. And he always, I don't know why, but you know, he always saw something in me, you know. And he was a competitive dude too. He was always down to compete, and whether it was like, you know, lyrical sparring or you know, the production, you know, he want to be the best at whatever, man. So
I say that dude didn't know me from nothing, man.
Yeah, I always observed that, man. I told this story. I think on the last show I told this story, man. I jumped on a diss record with John Amos, man, going at a known rapper. I had nothing to do with the beef. Nothing to do with the beef, man, but I was in the studio, man. He saw something in me. He was like, hey, man, agree to jump on this. You know, at the time, I was kind of in my phase where it's like, whatever. And I, you know, not knowing whether this could spill over into the streets or whatever. I didn't know, but I was just like the whatever type of dude at the time, man. And he saw something in me, and he was just like, hey, jump on this. And I did. He never released it, so fortunately, I won't say who the rapper was, but it had some type of behind-the-scenes beef. Yeah, and I think this rapper was probably like a one-hit wonder, man, if I'm being totally honest, man. And I don't think we heard much from him after that, but they had a real issue. And
I still got a track where
I jumped into it, man.
Where J.A. had got me and Decatur's Superman track. Shout out to Hitman. Hitman did the original Superman track, and like, you know, back then it was hot, but J.A. wanted it. He was like, man, give me the vocals, and J.A. took the vocals and made a track around it.
Wow!
And I got it on my computer right now.
Have you released it?
Nobody's heard it.
Why?
Nobody's heard it, man. I don't even know why I'm holding it like that.
I'm beginning to think this is a ongoing thing with Goodie Supreme, man.
I don't even know why I'm holding that.
You got the Billie Slum syndrome, man. It's so much music that I hold on to it I never release, man. You got to start letting that stuff fly, man.
Though. I always say it though before I release it. And this ain't even. I just would send it to TJ verse.
Just get his blessing.
I would send it to TJ first.
I dig it.
And the song nice, man. Like,
right.
He remixed it and made it his way. It's like, man, J.A. was so dope. We performed that song once, but I would really send it to TJ first.
So I didn't know the depth of John Amos' influence in your career, man. So that's dope. This is educational to me because I didn't know.
Yeah, man. When I say this dude used to come pick me up from Bloomfield and take me all the way back to the east side on New Clinton Road.
Wow,
that's a long ride, bro.
That's a hell of a ride.
He would take me all the way out.
I used to feel like the east side was a whole nother city, man.
He would do that and take me all the way out there and bring me back to the house.
Yeah, my mom
on a school night, like he would do that, like just.
Yeah, mom,
we used to talk all the way
moved to
through.
the East Coast, man, when I was younger. And that's how I know a lot of the cats from the East Coast. Shout out to the East Side. But I always felt like my homies were like, man, you live way out there on the East Side. Cause in our mind, growing up in Bloomfield, that's like Jones County.
Yeah.
All of it. It don't matter wherever you're at on the East Side, that's Jones County.
It is.
That was our mindset back then, you know. So that definitely was a long ride, man. So tell me how the Negro League came about.
This is Decatur's brainchild. The Negro League was. I met Bree and JP through Decatur. Like
Shout out Bree, shout out Track Schematics.
He been knowing them. Like we did. On Point was the first song that we did. On Point or Cream, one of the two was the first song, and it was for Decatur's project. So we did the song, and then he was like, man, it came out so good that he wanted to do something else. And we got around talking. He was like, man, what y'all think about this? Like, it's really Decatur's brainchild. He was like, man, what you think about doing a super group? And it's us. And he came up with Negro League. It was always Negro Leagues. But JP, Jeremy Parker, shout out to JP. JP is a, if y'all know this guy, man, he's a well-round thinker. Like, he think of stuff on something totally different. So we was talking about just like the 1412 is actually the N and the L in the alphabet.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Like the letter,
So
the letter N is 14. The letter L is 12. That's all JP.
I didn't know there was a meaning behind that. So that's dope, man.
That's all
what's up.
JP, man. That's all JP.
Cool, man.
Shout out
I
JP.
still bump that album to this day. I wish it could be a current version of the album.
Hey man,
Hint, hint.
Hey.
Yeah, I wish it was a current version, man.
Let's keep that on the low.
Yeah, man. Hopefully y'all can get them guys working, man. I don't know what's in the bag or what's in the works for the future, but I definitely know that was a dope album as far as from around here. I don't think it got the recognition it deserves, man. So y'all can still take the album to this day and redistribute it, man, and it'll go somewhere, man. Yeah, because it's a void for that type of music. You know, it's just like strictly conceptual, wordplay and bars. And a lot of people are slipping on that. It's a crowd for that, basically, is what I'm getting at, man. So y'all should definitely revisit that. It's maybe old to y'all, but it's new to a lot of people, man. So
yeah. we had a little sit down, man. We're gonna see what.
Yeah, I had to do the same thing with the Under, man. You know, like I said, people would always approach us, say, hey, when you gonna do this, do that, and the third. And finally, I had to be the one to make the executive decision, say, okay, this is what we're gonna lock in and do, and we did it.
Like I said, them guys are my brothers, though, man.
Yeah,
like,
man.
I rock with them cats. I'm gonna rock with them cats forever, man. Like they my brothers, man. Like,
right
for
on.
real.
So the Good for Nothing, we got the You're the One. I'm the one for you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm the one for you. Yeah. So that video's about to drop. When can we expect the full video? I know you got the trailer right now. You kind of running that.
I keep saying Friday, but it's gonna be earlier because I'm impatient.
Yeah, man.
I'm just impatient like that.
Let us know, man, so we can run that thing, man. So
no later Thursday. I'm gonna tell y'all Thursday.
So this is Gold Mine Mondays. You heard it here first. Thursday is what I don't know the date.
I don't even know the date.
I can't got my phone out right now, but we talking about Thursday, and it's called "I'm the One for You."
Yeah,
featuring Miss Megan.
I'm gonna do it Thursday.
Okay, cool. So what's next in the pipeline for Reverend Goodrich, man?
The Good for Nothing 2, man. I really want to drop it November. I got to get this guy.
I'm loving this consistency, man.
I got to get this guy to my left on another. He's already on the Good for Nothing 2. He's already on it. I just want him on something else too. He's already on it though. Just because I like this guy, man.
Salute, man.
It's my guy right here, man.
I appreciate the love, man.
But November, man, I'm just trying to keep it consistent, man. I want to keep.
I'm loving the consistency, man.
I was gonna do the good for something at first, man, but I still want to give y'all something for free. I need the audience, you know.
Okay.
So it's gonna be on iTunes and all that. I'm gonna put it all on there, but it's gonna be a lot of original music. But you can get it for free. You can actually get anything I do for free right now, man. If you go to that pill for my Bandcamp, type in 0 and just put your email address. If you want it for free, I ain't asking for nothing, man. I really just want y'all to hear the music.
You just trying to build that.
Yeah, I want to build a fan base, man. So I ain't trying to. I'm really. I mean, I appreciate the love that y'all giving me. I really do. I appreciate the love that y'all giving me because everybody who's went to my Bandcamp has paid $10 for it without me asking, and I appreciate that shit because I really got it on name your price.
So that lets you know that there's value in what you're doing, man. So I understand your reasoning for wanting to give it away for free, but if we continue to do that, man, people are going to continue to devalue our art form, man.
That's true.
I put out a lot of mixtapes, man, and I don't. This is just my opinion. I could be wrong. I don't feel like people start appreciating my music per se until it was for sale. Because instead of picture me giving you some random dude, we don't know each other. I just give you a CD. You may or may not listen to it, but if you paid for it, you more than likely.
But see, I was the opposite. Like most of this, everything, not even most, everything that I have put out thus far, I charge for it. So I was like, I have never gave nothing away for free. So that's where the Good for Nothing came from. I never gave nothing away for free. I just hadn't done it.
I can dig it. So it's a method to the man. And then by you doing that, people are still, blessing you.
Yeah.
So okay, I can understand the methods of that, man. Yeah.
So that was my biggest thing, man. I was gonna go ahead and rush the album, but it just. I don't want to rush nothing, man.
So what's the direction of Good for Nothing 2?
The Good for Nothing 2 is sort of similar. It's just a progression of leading up to the album. The Good for Nothing 2, like the thing with Good for Nothing, where I don't even think people got, because I still need to put more behind the branding of the name. It's okay to do something good and not expect nothing in return for it. That's what Good for Nothing is. Like, it's okay to do something good and expect nothing. Like, I wanted to put out good music and expect nothing from it. I wanted to feel good about the music that I put out. And y'all like it. I just said I ain't want my expectations to be too high or too low. I'm just gonna put it out because I like it. And so like the stuff I wanted to do after that, not even concerning music, I'll take you this off the screen.
Okay.
Just because he here, because I kind of want him a part of it. Jay Sims. I want Jay Sims a part of it.
Right on. Shout out Jay Sims.
Yeah, shout out Jay Sims. But it's other stuff that I wanted to go along with this. Just to show people, man, you can do something good, man. You ain't got to expect nothing from it.
I mean, I guess in a way, I kind of live by that motto, man. I try to, even with platforms like this, I just try to, look out for us, man, because if we don't do it, then nobody else is going to step up to the plate and say, hey, let me shine a spotlight down here. It's a lot of talent, it's a lot of hidden gems and jewels down here. Nobody's going to do it. They'll listen to us. They'll see, because again, some of the dopest music I've ever heard is coming from our area, man.
That's true.
And you can't tell me that these industry insiders don't know that we exist down here. There's a lot of people who listen to flows and listen to cadences, and they take little certain pieces of it and they go flip it and market it on a global scheme, and they look like geniuses. Really, they take it from people from around your way. You know what I mean? So I mean, I kind of live by that same motto, but at the same time, I put out so much free music. I'm not saying I won't ever do it again, but it's ways to capitalize off of it.
Yeah.
Now, man. And the art form is so precious to me, and we invest so much money into it. I understand your method.
It's just I had never done it.
Yeah, I dig it.
Never done that.
I dig it, man. But
I just had never done it. But
just that goes to show you, even though you're putting it out for free, people still going to your Bandcamp and paying for it.
And then
unless you know its value to it.
I be hearing they like, man, you're worth ethic. You're worth ethic. You're worth ethic. You're worth ethic. I like, man, you don't know how much music I got though.
Yeah. So people say you lack work ethic.
They think I lack it, but I got a lot of stuff.
No, I'm digging the consistency, man, because you kind of been on a roll with your visual game, and you coming right back with another EP, the Good for Nothing 2. So, what do you think about the overall music scene, do you think it's reviving in our area?
It is.
Okay.
As far as local support, local support is starting to pick up. Man.
Yeah, man. I'm
picking up.
always gonna say I've been surprised as of late,
picking
man.
up, man.
Yeah.
I will tell you this though. Jay Sims brought something to light the other day, and I just met him. Like, I'm you know.
Shout out Reverend Sims.
I take him. I take heed to everything.
Right.
I be really listening. He was right on this, man. Like we don't take heed of the media like we should. Like the media support or invest in the media aspect of the music. We don't.
Right.
And I ain't really pay attention to that till you say it though. Like we don't.
So expound on that.
Like as far as they got the unpopular. They got their
unpopular
thing.
series, right?
Yeah, they got their series. They got the Gold Mine Mondays. You got the Banked Out Radios. People are reluctant to go to those shows, but no matter what you go
Trust
to,
me.
no matter what you go to, that is another audience. You don't know who watching Billie Slum.
Right.
I don't care if you got 2 views on there. You don't know who watching Billie Slum.
Right.
You don't know who watching the unpopular media. You don't know who's listening to Banked Out Media. You don't know who's listening to. People don't take advantage of that, and they got great ideas. Why do you
think that's the case though, man?
I couldn't tell you. I really couldn't tell you why. Because I'm one of the people, like, if somebody tell me something, I listen to it. I'm gonna try it out. I'm like, okay, let me see.
Yeah.
Because you just never know. You just don't know, man. And these guys ain't talking no nonsense.
Right.
These guys ain't talking no nonsense.
I talk some nonsense sometimes, but I'm definitely for the culture, man.
As far as promoting your music, they're not talking nonsense as far as promoting it.
Oh yeah.
Like I say, I not just revving on that, but I just met them. You know.
Right.
And I sat down. We got
a network of dudes
and they just listening to them.
Yeah,
like,
man.
okay,
it's just a whole network that people don't even take advantage of, not even aware of how serious it is. A network of people who are all for pushing the culture forward, man. I just think it's a lot of egos involved, man. Myself being an artist and saying, tell another artist, hey, I could be wrong, but this is just my perception of it. Myself being an artist and saying another artist, hey, come do my show, man. Let's chop it up. Let's get some exposure on your brand or whatever it is you may be doing. Some people may look at it as like they giving me some extra burn. You know what I mean? And then people are reluctant to support, man. But, you know, once it take off and the ship starts sailing,
and then they want to come on.
You know.
Yeah. But it's just
everybody got to start from somewhere. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
And you never know what platform it may be. Though it may seem small to you today, you never know where it could be tomorrow.
I don't take nothing for granted, man.
Right.
I don't take nothing.
So I appreciate open-minded people like yourself being willing to step on the platform and say, "Hey, man, let's chop it up." And it's just a conversation. This is stuff that we would be talking about anyway if it wasn't no cameras involved. You know what I mean? It's stuff that I would want to know anyway if I wasn't doing this show, because I'm interested in the people music that I listen to. I'm interested to know the backstory, and I think people can connect with you more if they know your story. You know what I mean?
True.
So, and we don't have these platforms like others, major cities. So, I'm a strong believer if there's a void, you create something to fill it. And that's the purpose of the unpopulars, the hustlepreneurs, the Gold Mine Mondays, the Banked Out Radio Show. And it's only a matter of time, man, before people start to pick up on it and the real value behind it, man. So
and I want people to hear these guys' ideas, man.
Yeah.
Like,
it's plenty more to come, man.
Man, the ideas they got.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me. Like,
awesome.
It ain't nothing I would have thought of,
Right.
That'd be my whole thing, man. There ain't nothing I just want to see all of it come.
So again, man, we're gonna wrap it up, man. Tell the people where they can find a Good for Nothing, then come back and tell us where we can reach you on social media. And again, you said the video will be dropping on when?
All right. You can find the Good for Nothing right now on goodiesupreme.bandcamp.com, thatpiff.com. You can grab that. You can type in 0 on Bandcamp. You ain't got to give me nothing. I really just want y'all to put your ears to it.
I want y'all to
listen
digest it.
You know, check that out. I got Can We Go and It's Me Baby. I want y'all to listen to that. It's on iTunes, Spotify, any streaming services you got. I got the Good For Nothing 2 coming out. I really want to drop that in November. Get my mans on it. We gon' I want to drop something before the year ends, you know.
Right on.
And if you want to find me on any social media, at Goodie Supreme on any social media. Any social media, man. I'm from Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram.
At Goodie Supreme.
At Goodie Supreme, man.
Well, as always, shout out to our Reboot for allowing us to shoot. They're getting a little crunk up in here, so we're going to go ahead and cap it off. It's Gold Mine Mondays. I am the Slum Child, Billie Slum. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, on IG, at Slum World Order. That's all one word. We're going to keep it coming. There will be some transitions in the show. You will see in the future. Also, we got some announcements. I'm going to hold on to that. I'm going to keep it top secret, but keep tuning in, and you'll soon see it unfold. And I also got a new single that I'm going to be debuting real soon, so y'all stay tuned for that, man. So again, Gold Mine Mondays, we signing off. It's the Slum Child. We gone.
Yeah.